With WrestleMania 42 fast approaching, the tension inside WWE is reaching a boiling point, and this week's episode of WWE Raw delivered a major development that could change everything. The company has officially confirmed that Roman Reigns will return to Raw next week in Indianapolis. And if CM Punk means what he says, the road to WrestleMania may explode before the grand event even begins. The show opened with the reigning world heavyweight champion, CM Punk, standing in the center of the ring. The energy in the arena was electric, but Punk's tone was unexpectedly reflective. He admitted that normally the spotlight follows him everywhere he goes. He thrives in it. He owns it. But this time, he wanted to shift the focus. Instead of making the moment about himself, Punk turned his attention to AJ Styles. He praised Styles and encouraged the audience to give him the recognition he deserved. The crowd responded loudly, chanting for Styles as Punk stepped aside and allowed that appreciation to breathe. For a brief moment, it felt respectful, almost sentimental. Two veterans of the industry, both having defined eras in their own way, sharing space at the top of the card. But that calm atmosphere did not last long. The mood shifted when Punk addressed recent events involving Finn Bálor. He referenced the attack in Toronto that had thrown the championship picture into chaos. Bálor had raised several what-if scenarios in the aftermath. What if he had not attacked Punk? What if Punk had been allowed one final uninterrupted in-ring moment with AJ Styles? What if circumstances had unfolded differently? CM Punk made it clear that he has no patience for hypotheticals. In his view, if Bálor had not interfered, things would have been even worse for the Judgment Day member. Punk bluntly stated that Bálor would not even be in the title conversation if events had played out differently. For the champion, dwelling on alternate realities is a waste of time. He deals in facts. He deals in results. That declaration set the tone for the rest of his promo. Punk leaned into his identity as a fighting champion. He compared himself to some of the toughest and most respected names in wrestling history. He invoked Terry Funk, Harley Race, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and Triple H. These were not casual references. Each of those legends built reputations on resilience, grit, and an unwavering commitment to stepping into the ring regardless of circumstances. By placing himself in that lineage, Punk was sending a message. He believes he belongs in that conversation. He believes he carries the same spirit. He does not avoid confrontation. He does not hide behind excuses. He shows up every week, ready to defend his title and his legacy. Then came the most intriguing part of the promo. Punk pivoted from Bálor's "what if" questions to one that overshadowed everything else. What if Roman Reigns were here tonight? The mere mention of Reigns sparked a reaction from the crowd. A small chant began, referencing the tribal chief. Punk wasted no time in shutting it down. He reminded the audience of one undeniable fact: Roman Reigns was not there. Punk emphasized that while others pick and choose their appearances, he is present week after week. He carries the championship. He carries the brand. And then he dropped the bombshell. CM Punk confirmed that Roman Reigns will be on Raw next week in Indianapolis. The announcement immediately raised the stakes for WrestleMania 42. The long-anticipated confrontation between two of the biggest stars in modern wrestling is now guaranteed to happen face-to-face before they reach the grandest stage of them all. But Punk did not stop at simply announcing Reigns' return. He made it personal. Instead of promising a tense stare-down or a war of words, Punk hinted that he might not even wait until WrestleMania to throw the first punch. He openly questioned whether he should delay the inevitable. What if, he asked, he simply punched Roman Reigns in the face the moment he sees him next Monday? That statement electrified the atmosphere. It was not just hype. It was a warning. Punk is not interested in drawn-out drama. He thrives on chaos. If Reigns steps into that arena, there is a very real possibility that the road to WrestleMania will erupt instantly. The dynamic between CM Punk and Roman Reigns is layered and complex. Both men view themselves as the centerpiece of WWE. Both believe they define this era. Punk ended his promo with supreme confidence, declaring that he does not operate in hypotheticals. He is the champion. He believes he is the best in the world, and he knows he is headlining WrestleMania. That final assertion is significant. WrestleMania main events are reserved for generational icons. Punk sees himself as exactly that. Yet Roman Reigns has spent years establishing dominance at the top of the company. Even with a limited schedule in recent times, Reigns' presence looms large over WWE. Part of Reigns' reduced appearances has been due to commitments outside the ring. He has been involved in movie projects, including portraying Akuma in the upcoming Street Fighter film and appearing in The Pickup. Beyond Hollywood opportunities, Reigns has also prioritized family and health, working a lighter schedule compared to earlier in his career. That shift has not diminished his aura. If anything, it has intensified it. When Roman Reigns appears, it feels like an event. Now, with his return confirmed for Raw in Indianapolis, anticipation is at a fever pitch. Fans are already speculating about what will happen. Will it be a tense verbal confrontation? Will Punk follow through on his threat and strike first? Or will Reigns remind everyone why he has long been considered untouchable? The contrast between the two is compelling. Punk prides himself on being present every week, fighting through adversity and carrying the championship with pride. Reigns, on the other hand, has mastered the art of selective appearances, maintaining mystique and dominance. One thrives on constant validation from the crowd. The other commands acknowledgement simply by showing up. As WrestleMania 42 approaches, the collision between these philosophies feels inevitable. Punk's comparison to legendary names like Terry Funk and Harley Race underscores his belief in endurance and grit. Reigns' Hollywood ventures and lighter schedule reflect a superstar who has transcended weekly television, operating on a different level of stardom. The question many fans are asking is simple: is CM Punk truly the best in the world? That phrase has followed him for years. It is not just a slogan, it is a declaration of identity. Punk's confidence is unshakable. He believes his work ethic, his mic skills, and his in-ring ability set him apart. But Roman Reigns has built a legacy of dominance that cannot be ignored. Next week's Raw could provide the first real glimpse of how this rivalry will unfold heading into WrestleMania. Indianapolis will be the battleground where words could turn into violence. Punk has already planted the seed. He might not wait, he might not hold back. In professional wrestling, moments like these define eras. A single punch can shift momentum. A single confrontation can set the tone for the biggest event of the year. The champion has spoken. The challenger is returning. The stage is set. As the countdown to WrestleMania 42 continues, one thing is certain. When CM Punk and Roman Reigns share the same ring again, it will not be calm. It will not be polite. It will be explosive. And if Punk follows through on his promise, the road to WrestleMania may become as unforgettable as the event itself.